Hey, Silas here. This is another devlog, not one for my big project, the visual novel, but one for a smaller little project that, well, I don't know if I'd call it small, but it's, in scope, it's smaller. Instead of a visual novel, a 2D, mostly text-based game, I really wanted to get into something, I've been really itching for something 3D. So this is a little pet project that I've had in the works for a long time, and now might be a good time to show it off. So I like to title this game Featherfall. If any of you are familiar with the visual novel, you might recognize Featherfall as one of the settlement names that Silas and Jane come from, and that's basically where I got the information from. Just taking more of that visual novel world building and trying to incorporate it here. That's only the real connection so far, but what you do in this game so far, it's very much in development, but it's far enough along where I can show it off a little bit here. You play as Silas. It's in full 3D, which I'm really excited to get into a 3D type game here. But you play as Silas and you roam around this island I have, and I've got some fun mechanics that I'm working on. So there's a glider mechanic, there's a flight mechanic. I got small damage mechanic here so far, where you can take damage if you run into something. You can swim, you can run, you can move around the world in a bunch of different ways that I think are fun. So the movement I'm pretty happy with right now. The movement's really fun to just run around the world on. And what I'm working on right now is just adding content, adding things to do in the world. Because to be 100% honest with you, I don't really have a clear goal or gameplay loop established for this game. I'm just kind of piecing it together as I go along and trying to figure out what would be fun. So there's a bunch of different things to discover in the game right now. Like you have these gems that you can use as currency, and then it's like, well, what do the gems buy? And you can buy some tools, and what do the tools do? Well, the tools help you find gold, and what does the gold do? I don't know yet. There's also like magic pads, and they will raise up these pillars, and there's keys you can find that'll unlock chests that'll give you more gold and other things. So it's like I've got all these mechanics of things you can discover, things you can find, things you can unlock, but I don't have an end goal yet. So I'm just kind of fleshing out the gameplay mechanics, I'll say. Something that I was thinking of as an end goal maybe was, I have this dragon that I put up in the sky, and I was thinking maybe these little kobolds around the island stole this dragon's hoard, so all of this gold from the dragon, and it'll be your task to run around the island and discover where all the kobolds took the gold to. That's my working idea right now, but it's not finalized. I might change it up later. Who knows? And it also begs the question, why are there a bunch of kobolds in Featherfall, and why are there no raptors? So I don't really know, but it's where I'm at right now. It's a fun little demo right now, and I'm gonna put it up. It's not a full game. It's not going to be available on web or Android because it's too resource intensive for me to do that. So right now it's only going to be PC, a PC only game. Sadly, I wish I could put it up on WebGL as well, but it will not run at all. Maybe in the future I can find a way to lower the requirements for it and put it up there too, but right now PC only. So if you want to take a look at the alpha, take a look at the little amount of gameplay that there is in this, I'll put a download link somewhere. Probably in the description or on screen or something. It is in my Patreon too. Everything that I make here, the very, very generous funds that I get from Patreon so far, they all go back into making content like this, making it bigger and better. So that's the first place where I put the link to play the alpha. But if you're interested, feel free to download it, give it a try. If you have any ideas on gameplay mechanics or story or some more content, feel free to let me know. I think that the next thing I'm gonna do is, I was thinking about a quest system, or just a way to keep track of the little kobolds around the island. Will give you little tidbits of information on maybe the story or what to do. So I was thinking about making a quest system, or just a log, actually. That might be a better word for it, to help you keep track of some of that information. That might be the next thing I work on. I don't really know, but I'm just having fun with it. So I'll keep putting updates here as I add things to it. This is the first video I've shown off of Featherfall. I want to keep this game in scope though. Looking back at some previous projects, I worked on a game called Knockvale, which is available to play for free, just like most of my other games. And this game is way too big and too ambitious for one person. I bit off way more than I could chew with that game. And it's playable, and you can finish it, but it's not really finished. There's a lot of bugs in it, and there's a lot of things that I'm really unhappy with in it. And someday I would love to go back and completely revamp that game and make it into something wonderful. But right now it's too big for me, for one person to do, so it's kind of in a state of limbo. And I really don't want this project to follow that trend. I want to finish this project to completion, like my visual novel, and make it something really, really grand and great. I mean, not grand, but, good enough where it's a fun little experience that might provide a few hours of really great gameplay. That's my goal here. And I've done enough rambling here, so thank you for listening, thank you for watching, and if I come up with any more stuff to spot off about, I'll make another video. Thank you very much. Goodbye. If I said that was the end of the video, I lied. I'll be tacking on this little end card just to let you know that I'm consistently working on new projects. Mostly programming and games, but I'll be trying to be a little bit more open and transparent about what's going on by making more videos like this. And if you'd like to support my games or my work, please feel free to check out my Patreon or come chat with me on Telegram or Discord and give me your thoughts. I have a lot of neat projects and pieces of work that I really just have no clue how to showcase, so feel free to stop by and say hi. Thank you. Goodbye.